I was off that day, and I dropped my kids at a neighbor's so I could go to coffee with two of my colleagues, Deb Haas and Laura Randall. We went to Panera Bread in Kenwood for coffee and breakfast and to chit-chat. And I knew I saw the first plane, and I still went to breakfast. And whilst we're sitting there, someone will get a phone call. Oh my gosh, another plane went in. Then another phone call. The Pentagon's been hit. And when that happened, I mean, all of us are sitting there, not knowing what to do, kind of quiet and pensive. But when that last call came in about the Pentagon, we all looked at each other and said, we gotta go. And we all came down to the station. I don't even think one of them was working here at the time, but we all came down here because what else could we do? You felt so helpless to be in a newsroom where at least you felt like you could be doing something. You could be helping the cause. Maybe that's our cause, but you could be doing something. You could be finding information for us to get out. That's what I felt I needed to do. And I remember driving down to the station and just sobbing, listening to what was happening and thinking, how could this happen to my country? How could this happen to a place that I love so much? This doesn't happen in the United States.
And are there any aspects where you think maybe September 11th has changed how you report stories or how you approach your job as a journalist?
I don't know that it changes how we approach our job as journalists, except that we became much more aware of the Muslim community and how that is not the terrorist community. So we became much more aware of a different type of community, and that that they're not the same, and not to classify them that way. So in some ways it opened our eyes quite a bit in a good way. But it didn't change so much who I am as a journalist. It changed who I was as an American, and it changed who I was as a parent and as just a human being. Everything that you felt you were standing on solid ground didn't feel so solid anymore. You hugged your children tighter. You start taking your shoes off at airports. You start looking around on the airplane. Who's on here with me? You do. Whether you mean to or not, whether it's the right thing to do or not, you just do. And so it changed us, or changed me, but not so much as a journalist, really just as a person.